to anyone who's watching. So it has been freezing basically all over the world, but it has been really cold here in Philly, so I've been stuck in my house with not much to do. So I have been making some chevron bracelets. They look like this, and they're great to give, to your friend, your family, your Valentine. Maybe even keep them for yourself, whatever you want to do with them. But I figured I'd show you how to make them. So what you will need are threads, any colors you want. You can get those at AC Moore, Michael's, Walmart has them, anywhere really. Scissors, I left mine downstairs, so I'm just using my X-Acto knife, and tape. All I have is my Hello Kitty duct tape, so that's what you'll be seeing. So to start off, you want to cut all of your threads. So I just kind of pull it out, and I double it. And then for my wrist length, I do it from, if I'm holding my arm out, from the tips of my fingers to about the center of my chest. And then that is where I cut it. So you want to cut all of your threads the same length. So let me go do that. Okay, so now I have all of my strings cut to the same length, and I also found that this works best with 5 to 6 colors. You can even do 4. 3 I didn't think worked very well, and 7 was just kind of like a hassle. So I normally stick with 5 or 6 colors when I'm making these. So now that my threads are all cut, we can get started. Okay, so to start off, you're going to want to fold it in half and have one side be about an inch longer than the other. And then you're going to want to go back to the top point and take the shorter end and throw it behind and lay it kind of flat. Now I'm just going to take a piece of tape. Oops, too much tape. And then just kind of like stick it down where the middle kind of is. And then I'm going to braid it. And I'm braiding it in the order that I want the string. So I don't want the green, like next to the blue, or the pink next to the orange, or anything like that. So once I kind of get down the color pattern I want, I'm going to take the pink one first, then probably the blue, the yellow in the middle, and then take the green and the orange over here. And then I'm just going to want to braid those 3 together. And you want to braid them for about, an inch. Sorry, I'm all tangled up. Okay, so yeah, you kind of want to braid them like a good amount. Doesn't have to be a perfect braid or anything, just enough of a braid. Okay, so now I take my tape off and I loop it. And this is going to make the loop that the strings from the bracelet are going to go through. So once that's done, I just loop it around and knot it. So now you have, a nice braided little loop and not just random strings kind of hanging all over the place. Okay, and now tape that back down. Okay, so now you're going to want to make sure you have one of each color on each side. So we're going to start with the right side here. Like I said, I wanted our first color to be pink. So take that all the way to the outside, and then the next color would be the blue. So what you're going to want to do is loop it over and then pull it under, and you want to make sure that your loop is going to the right side. Okay, and then you're going to want to do that twice. Okay, and then do that for the next color, which would be our yellow. Okay, so over and under. then the orange. And then the green. Okay, so now we are done with the right side for now. So you can move that over. And now do the same thing on the left side, only instead of looping to the right, you loop it to the left and under. And the same thing, 2 knots. It's not really going to look that great on your first little row because you're just kind of establishing what color goes where and the order. So it's going to look a little messed up till you get down to about the 3rd or 4th kind of row. Okay, so now that they are both knotted and in the middle, you're just going to take them and just do 1 knot. And then that's your first-ish row. I know it looks a little messed up. I'm going to go do a couple more and show you what it kind of starts to look like. Okay, so far I have done 1 of each color, and you can see how it's kind of starting to get like the V shape. So now that we're back at the pink, I'll just show you guys, once more. So you just take it and knot it. And it does take a little getting used to. You might like mix up your colors, or knot the wrong way, not too many times, not enough times, and that's okay. Like my first couple were just hideous. They did not look good at all, but I got the hang of it, and now they look a lot better. So yeah, just keep knotting them, and your fingers will start to cramp up a little while. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but mine do, like halfway through the bracelet. And I kind of just like stop and put it aside until like the next day. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing with this one. So to finish it off, I will show you what I did on, one of my like older bracelets, just so that way I can put this video up and you guys can watch it and make fun bracelets. Alright, so and this will happen too, like your threads will start to like kind of separate. You just want to make sure that you keep them together and don't pull them apart too much, because it will kind of make it a bit harder for you to do. But yeah, you can see how it's starting to take its shape and everything. So when it comes to the end, I just braid about 5 or 6 inches and then put a knot. So that way, let me zoom out a little. Okay, so that way you have your loop and you have your little knot, and you can put it through. And then just knot it and loop it. You might need help getting these on. It took me a while to be able to tie them on myself, but like I said, everything you just need to get the hang of. So that is what it looks like when it is finished. So you just want to keep knotting and doing this until your desired length. Mine is about 6 inches long, so that sounded dirty. But yeah, you just want to keep knotting until the length of your wrist, and then doing the braid and doing the double knot at the end. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope that all of your bracelets turned out really great. Don't forget, it does take a little practice, so your first couple might not look that great, but it takes some getting used to, and it does take a little long, but once you get used to it, you'll have like 10 of them made in a day. So happy bracelet making!